Next up, we have Jehiel from Hello Tractor.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jehiel from Hello Tractor. And at Hello Tractor, we use farmer-centered design, but we also because we work in a complex ecosystem supporting smallholder farmers with mechanization, we also do tractor owner-centered design and tractor dealer-centered design and tractor OEM or manufacturer-centered design. And we do this work because across the emerging markets, particularly sub-Saharan Africa and South Asia, farmers plant late, they undercultivate their land, and they lose income. And they do that because they don't have access to the power that they need. And that could be human, animal, or of course, tractors. And so our job is to make it profitable for those who can afford to invest in a tractor, make it profitable for them to serve smallholder farmers. But because farmers are the pull in our market, that's where we focus a lot of our attention. And that's actually the more difficult part. So, some of the reoccurring themes that you see here on this panel are organizing smallholder farmers into economically efficient clusters or groups. What we do at Hello Tractor is we sell our technology to tractor owners. We also work with tractor manufacturers and dealers operating in the market. They buy our technology, they fit that technology on their tractor, the tractors that they sell. And through our apps, they can see what their tractor is doing at all times. They can locate the tractor. They know what the operator is doing or if they're misusing the tractor. And then the most important piece is we have an app that connects that tractor owner to farmers in need of tractor services. And like Debbie mentioned, the technology as a standalone product really doesn't work. And we tried that. We used to have this SMS Booking platform for those that are familiar with Hello Tractor and our work. And it was an absolute failure in the sense that a farmer, first of all, is not going to transact such a large quantity over SMS. It would be like us transacting our mortgage over a text message. In fact, it would be like our mortgage for the entire year over text message, right? That's a big decision to make. And so what we did was incorporated feedback from our customers and pivoted to a booking agent network system where booking agents had an app and they can coordinate clusters of demand within their community. So you now have an individual that has relationship capital within their community, coordinating that demand, and then pushing it to the tractor owners on our platform, giving the tractor owners the opportunity to earn revenue serving that demand. We've done quite a few other pivots on our platform as well, which we can get into during the Q&A, one of which was we used to sell our own tractor. We thought that was a fantastic idea because in markets like Nigeria where we launched, there are no tractors. You got 6 tractors per 100 square kilometers of arable land. That's about the size of Maryland. And so, which is a huge area. And so we thought, wow, we can sell tractors, empower smallholder farmers with tractor ownership, and then connect those tractor owners to the farmers in their network so they can monetize that asset as a business. But the farmers didn't have access to credit, so we coordinated commercial loans for them. They didn't have the money for the down payment. And then we're like, oh my God, so we just spent two years setting up loans for these farmers, and we like to use market-based solutions, so we went to the commercial banks. They didn't have the down payment for the loan. But at the end, they really just needed access to tractor service. They never really asked to be tractor owners. In fact, they didn't want to take on that risk. They were willing to do it, but they didn't want to take on that risk. But there was liquidity in the market to support tractor ownership at the SME level, even at the private equity level, which we have some private equity funds buying tractors on the platform. But the point was to make sure that the farmers had access to timely and affordable tractor services. So by giving private capital the technology to de-risk the investment, we could then deliver the services that the farmers ultimately wanted. And that service is 40 times more efficient than manual labor, and it's a third of the cost. And we'll continue to incorporate that farmer-centered design, but also tractor owner-centered design, even dealer-centered design to make sure tractors are fixed on time. to make that ecosystem functional. Was that under 2 minutes?
No, but you did great.
Thank you.